Bam. Sorry, Connor. I've got the Aussie dollar up here. Guys,
Cool.
welcome. Improv should start. I apologize. It's episode, I think it's 69. So welcome, everyone. Connor, welcome as well.
Thank you, Scotty.
It's always raw here, guys, unedited. You know, we've got busy lives. We're coming out here. And we've got a lot to talk about as well. But before I get into the charts, a quick risk disclaimer. So just, you'll be watching this. If you do watch the series that we do, you've noticed now we're live trading this year. So it's more important than ever to listen to this. Do not just take trades that we take. And if you don't understand what's going on, trend trade, that's perfect. But back test, like we tell you in the link in the description, and Connor's got a link as well he can provide for you. Save a little bit of money. Work your way through strategies and understand price action. Do not just jump into the markets live. Don't, use trade copying stuff. Just like I got a question about that earlier today. Please just understand what suits you best. And just keep studying, keep practicing, and be careful in the markets. Don't just trade money live. I mean, everyone will probably a little bit and you get burnt, but just don't keep pouring money into it if you don't understand what you're doing, really, because we both realize we've sort of experienced that, and it's you just have to take your time with this. It's difficult to make money from Forex consistently anyway, without blowing up and then making some more money and blowing up, and that sort of fun game that people play. But look, to start off, what I'll do, Connor, is I'll do a Euro US dollar, because that actually has got a bit of everything going on. It's quite a dynamic looking chart here. So this wasn't a box trade. Was this like a last kiss type scenario?
This was the bullish engulfing.
Yes. Yeah, I see. Yep.
Bearish engulfing, sorry.
Bearish, yep.
Yeah, which is, like a big shadow, basically. I took it off the big shadow at the bottom of that candle, and it's slowly going down. So I'm basically at about break even at the moment, a few pips in the green.
It is, and the reason why I say this is a bit of a dynamic chart is, guys, obviously there was a trend that established itself nicely, good price action. There's the entry there that I'm highlighting with the mouse. Collapse, pretty nice. Did have a really, I wouldn't say, it was a great rally, but it definitely bounced pretty hard over the daily up here. But kind of had the wide stop loss like he's practiced. He didn't close out, early. I see a lot of that. Like, people say when it's 60 to 80% of the stop loss, they'll close the trade out. But, if someone does that and then it just goes down again, you're going to be very frustrated at that. Like, that's going to really be quite painful. So, and that will cause you to, maybe get a bit reckless with your trading. So it's important to be patient if you do trend trading sort of style methods. But it's quite interesting now, and it's sort of really nearly down at 1.5 sort of flat. I think the lower got to was close to it. Maybe it was like 1.52ish today. I was watching, or maybe even lower. I'll get the euro up on my screen, because I was watching this today as well, because obviously I know you're in the trade. And on the 1 hour, there's been another bearish big shadow as well. To all the Water Peters fans, yeah. If you get the euro 1 hour up, it's wow. Like it was about 4 hours ago, so it's interesting, and it had a bit of a bounce. But I mean, the low there, it was 1.6, so nearly down to 1.5 flat. So, but that's your first trade there, and I'll get into the euro yen now. Okay, so this was taken on the 4 hour time frame as well.
Yeah, this one, yeah, correct.
All right, so what Connor's done here, guys, with the screenshot, you see the green square. So there's that nice bearish candle that's printed, broken down through the box. And your stop loss isn't at break even, but it's much better than 2% risk currently. Is that correct?
Yeah, correct. So once it made this bearish candle down, which was this, the last candle, because it was higher. Because it was a lower low, sorry. Or a lower high, I put the stop loss at 128.24.
Yeah.
So now this candle's playing a little bit of silly buggers.
Now, where was the stop loss originally for this trade?
Yeah, good question. It was above the green box.
Yep.
It was at about 128.67, roughly.
Oh,
around.
I see. Yep. So there was a lot of room there to begin with, guys, to protect for any, shenanigans that went on. And we did see the bounce because it did move down pretty aggressively. But it's looking quite interesting now. Now, we're not fundamentalists, guys, as well. So there are announcements coming up, I think, with the ECB and everything like that. So this was made well before any of that sort of chatter. So we'll just see what happens now because Connor's obviously in the trade. And what will happen is what will happen. So it's quite interesting to see. But I mean, we've told you the levels we're in, guys. For Connor is in for this trade, so you can keep tabs on that and monitor things if you like. So all right, I've got the Euro US dollar. What I'll do now, I'll go to the Aussie dollar here. So this isn't particularly exciting. I'll have the 4-hour up now. I mean, it broke down pretty nicely when I ended the trade at just below 74 cents. It's trading at 73.67 or so thereabouts, and it's been interesting. It bounced when it hit the low there it got down to 73.46 yesterday, and it's been interesting. Then it bounced and then hit 74, had a bit of a kangaroo tail style candle print, and then back down again. So we'll see how New York goes. And the Aussie dollar can be a bit painful when it comes to being in a range. Like it might just float between 74 cents, 73.5, but the stop loss hasn't been moved yet. I mean, it's going to have to get down about double what it is now. So I've hit about 1.2 at one percent, and it's got to be 2% to move the stop. So to break even. So we'll see. Now
around that 73.319 mark. That's where I've got resistance. Hasn't hit there. It hit there about May last year.
Yeah, so I'll bring that up again, guys. So what Connor's talking about, this is key. So if it does get down that low, I worked that out. That will be, I'll be able to move the stop. So because when I saw the chart, I was thinking to myself, well, I'm at risk here a little bit, but yeah. And the weekly candle's interesting as well. It's pretty much the low of the weekly candle is nearly at 73. I think the low it got to was 73.45. So as you can see, guys, what Connor was talking about, it is pretty key, and it was May last year. And as you can see, it bounced and then went up again. So, but if it gets below there, my next level of support is 71. So the game I have to play here is, I'll move the stop, and I think it will be wide enough, if it does bounce off the support level at 73.3. But we'll just see. It's interesting. The Aussie dollar can go sideways for quite a while and then just break down again or break up. So we'll just see what happens. I mean, it's a lot of patience as well, guys. So if you're watching this going, oh my God, how do you do this? But I mean, there's not much effort though. So if you have a bigger account, it's pretty pain-free when it comes to managing a winning trade. You sort of just let it do its thing. But USDCAD now, I've got the 4-hour up. It's sort of topped a little bit here now. We'll see what happens. The trade war stuff died down a little bit. Justin Trudeau was talking whatever he was doing, and Donald was doing his thing because the news switched to the immigration thing because Donald signed the wife got in the ear, and he's like, okay, all right, guys, we'll change it back. I'm sorry. Yeah. And he's something else, isn't he, Donald? But things are happening at least. So we'll see what happens with the North Korea situation as well. But is there anything else worth talking about for you?
No, not for me at all. So it's all just sort of gone. It was like really getting excited there at the start of the week, and now it's just sort of going sideways again. So the life of a trader, right?
It was. And for the guys that do watch things regularly on the channel, you would have noticed it's been a while since I took a trade, and for Connor sort of as well. So, and then at the start of the week, you just have to be ready. Like you can't just go, oh, it's boring, I'm going to stop looking at the charts, because then, that's when things will move. When you stop looking, for a few days, you're like, oh, whatever. And then, so you've just got to be ready and keep an awareness of where the key levels are on the charts. And look, with the Kiwi, the New Zealand US dollar, I've got my support is at 68.50, and on the 4-hour, it sort of looks like it's like a last kiss nearly. So it's broken down, and this current candle's like right on there. So it's interesting. Oh, is your support a little bit different for?
Yeah, mine's a bit different. I'd have to go back.
Yeah.
Actually, and have a look at it, but yeah, I can't see it.
Just to say, because you've been doing some back testing on the last kiss, guys. So what that essentially is for a sell trade, it would break down through a support level. Is that correct, Connor?
Yeah, so it breaks. No. So I've been doing it actually without any support line.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, you can get more trades like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think if you did it, well, you're going to get more trades, but you probably get more losers. So, but I just watch a breakout, and then it comes back down and pretty much tries to touch where the last bit of resistance was, and then if it shoots up either off a big shadow or a kangaroo tail, I'll take or something even like a pseudo kangaroo tail, like a pin bar sort of. Yeah, I'll take that, and then
Okay, I see. Because I agree how you're taking that approach, because with waiting, guys, for things to hit levels and then wait, it's just so infrequent. Like, you'll know if you do backtest these strategies. I'm sure there's some rules online that Walter's put up for free. I think he's done a video on it on YouTube, but you'll see that it just happens so infrequently that the system becomes quite difficult to deal with. Because what was it? I remember I did it once, and I had like 6 trades in the year on the 4-hourly, like that genuinely met all the criteria. So, and I didn't really make a lot of money because 3 of them, 2 of them were losers, 1 was a break even. I had 2 okay winners. So I'm like, wow, that's sort of, I don't know if I could deal with that.
Well, I've taken 1 kangaroo tail. For those who don't know, that's a type of pin bar. I've taken that, off a support and resistance zone with all the criteria.
Yeah.
I've taken 1 this year, 1, and it broke even.
Yeah. So that's the thing, guys. You sort of have to deal with things like, if you do the back testing, it's very quick. And then when you actually trade live, you sort of have to have that in the back of your mind, like, can I deal with this? So that's important to understand when you are back testing, to have that reality there of, well, this is going to be, like this in real life, and it's going to be a lot slower. So that's important. But I think we've covered quite a lot. I just saw the time there at nearly 13. So that's 4 trades, guys, we've gone over. Again, you got any questions, the contact details are all there. Follow @TradeTalkPippin as well. And my thoughts on titles, I'm going to start doing asterisks. So obviously, guys, you see the Trade Talk, Pippin Ain't Easy, episode whatever number. And then we're going to have some asterisks on like key points here. So we'll discuss off camera, Connor, but it's because we definitely, some of the things we do discuss here are very helpful, guys, to beginner traders, because we've been there, and it's it's not meant to be easy. If you're finding things really easy and you're making a lot of money straight away, you've got to be a little bit careful of your risk management, and it's not a lot of people really make money consistently. That no matter what you see on LinkedIn or Instagram or Twitter with the make 50 grand in a month, Karen Perry.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness me. But anyway, anything to finish with, Connor?
You hit the nail on the head.
All right, guys. Again, thank you. Episode 69. Connor, thanks for joining us again.
Thank you, Scotty. See you next week.
See you guys. Thanks for watching.